talk about enclosures because there's all different kinds. You've got rack systems, which is for typically breeders or people who have a bunch of them, and then there's tanks and vivariums and terrariums and all different kinds. But basically, if you're not a breeder, you're probably looking at a tank or a terrarium or a vivarium, and for those it does require, you know, some more modifications to make sure the humidity is right and all that good stuff. But if you do it the right way, it's okay, because there's this big debate between rack people and tank people, and there's an argument, oh, you do tanks, you're terrible, blah blah blah. Fuck them. If you do it the right way, it's okay, like I did. Bedding. So there's all different kinds of bedding. There's aspen, eco earth, forest floor, newspapers, paper towels, all different kinds of stuff. Lots to choose from. For the people who use tanks, which is probably going to be you, I recommend forest floor. That's what I use. If you don't have a problem with humidity, aspen is great, because aspen does not like hold moisture, so it's not going to help your humidity at all. But if that's not a problem for you, then it's fine. Eco earth, it's fine if your snake doesn't like to roll around her food like mine does. She likes to roll around her food, get eco earth all over it, and then try to eat it. So I graduated to forest floor because forest floor does not get all stuck up in her mouth, and it helps with my humidity because it's a little wet. So it's perfect for me. Speaking of humidity, your humidity needs to be about 55 to 65%, and you can help that with, you know, the bedding. If your bedding is a little bit wet, then of course that's going to help with the humidity. A larger water bowl will help with the humidity, so if you have this big ass water bowl, your humidity is going to go up. Humidity. Yeah. Also, you can put aluminum foil tape on the top of the enclosure like I did. I'll show you in a second, and that helps with the humidity as well because it locks in that moisture. This is what I was talking about for aluminum foil tape on the top. It helps keep in the humidity. Thumbs up. Temperature. An ambient temperature should be about 84 to 86 degrees, and if you want to do a thermal gradient where it's hotter on one side and colder on the other, the hot side should be no more than 90 degrees, maybe 88 to 90, and the cold side should be no less than 80, about 80 to 82. But the ambient should be about 84 to 86, and that's a good number. To get those temperatures, I recommend a ceramic heat emitter. It's literally just a bulb that creates heat, no light, because lights are stressful to ball pythons. I mean, they're nocturnal, for God's sake. Just get a ceramic heat emitter. You're good. You're golden. Beautiful. I forgot to mention that when you set up your tank or vivarium or terrarium or whatever it is you're setting up, clutter it a lot. Put a lot of stuff in there, because all that stuff makes them feel a lot more secure, and they like that. Yeah, so all those fake plants you see at Michael's, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Walmart, buy that stuff, throw it in there, clutter it up, maybe get some fake wood stuff. Just put a bunch of stuff in there, and that's good. They'll like that. Misconceptions! Okay, some people like to cohabitate their ball pythons, which is not a good thing to do. I don't recommend it. Anyway, when they do, they see them all over each other looking like a spaghetti bowl of ball python, and they say, oh, they're snuggling. No, they're not. It's like they're passive-aggressively arguing for the best spot of heat. So if you see a ball python on a ball python, they're not snuggling. If you see a leopard gecko on top of a leopard gecko, they're not snuggling. If you see a bearded dragon on top of a bearded dragon, they're not snuggling. Also, I mentioned in the beginning that, you know, they don't move around much, so if your ball python is moving around a lot, don't think that it's happy, because that's not normal for ball pythons. They hide all the time. A happy ball python's a hiding ball python. So if your ball python's moving around and being super active all the time, that's weird. That's not normal. I mean, it's okay for them to get out every now and then, you know, move around and stuff, but if they're constantly, like, moving and all that stuff, something's not right in your husbandry. Something in there is not right. Controversial topics. Soaking. All I have to say is ball pythons are not aquatic snakes. That's it. Moving to feed. Very controversial. If you're thinking of getting a ball python, I would love for you to do your own research and make your own decision on this, because I do not like to argue, but I am going to tell you my side. So the people who move to feed, their argument is cage aggression. If you feed your ball python in his habitat, he will get aggressive. The only way I could ever see that happening is if you only feed your ball python, if you don't get him out at all to do anything else. But most of the time people like to get their ball pythons out and hold them every now and then. So if you get your ball python out to hold and all that kind of stuff, and you feed him in the enclosure, he can't associate opening the top as feeding. I mean, they don't have the cognitive ability to do that. Also, ball pythons are ambush predators. That means they sit and they wait until the food shows up right in front of their face. So when you move them, you take that away from them. And when you move your ball python before he eats and after he eats, I mean, it's stressful for one, but it also makes it more likely that they're just going to throw it right back up. And that's obviously not healthy. So this is my enclosure for my ball python. I have a light shining on it right now, so don't think that I have a light on it. But I have some leaves in the background. I got a hide over there, a hide on this side, and then these like are kind of hides, but not really. I mean, she can go under them if she wanted to. My hot side is this side. You can see it's 91 degrees right here. And then I have a really, really big water bowl, so that helps with the humidity. And then you can also see on my cold side, it is 81. So that's my ball python setup, and then I can get her out real quick too. So this is Butter. She is a champagne pewter G-stripe. Where are you going? But she's beautiful. Love her. She's got a little stripe on her tail. But anyways, thanks you guys for watching. This is my first video, so I expect it to be a little weird. I tried my best. If you like me, please subscribe. Bye.